Now we will start with the methods. So in methods, we have seen what is the method, basically, why we choose methods, what are the advantages of methods, right? So what are the types of methods we have: built-in method, user-defined method, right? And what all types of built-in methods we have: string method, array method, number method, character method, right? And when we use user-defined method, what all types we have? So there were basically four types which came into picture. The first was a method which returns a value, and second category was the method which does not return a value, right? So in first category we had two subcategories. One was the method call by invoking a object, right? So that was a instance method or non-static method. The second was a method call without invoking a object, so that's a static method. Similarly, these two types are common for the methods which does not return a value. Okay. Before we move forward, just wanted to check with you. So in my previous sessions, I mentioned that the Java execution starts from main method, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So main method is what type of method? It is a static method. It is a static method, right? So what Java compiler does is the flow of execution in Java program is actually like this. So first it executes any static block within the program, then any static method, and then any object creation happens in Java. Object creation, and then all non-static methods will be executed. So this is how the execution happens in Java program. So let's say if I do not have main method here, and I have some, static block. Static as in, let's say, I am in static block. So the execution actually, the compiler looks for any static block first. So this code is perfectly fine, and you can execute this code even without a static method, or even without a main method. So this code is fine, but what it is saying that main method is not found here, right? So let's say if I write main method also, public static void main string args, then in main method I have some I am in main method. Okay, and let's try and run. Then what will be the sequence of outputs?
First, I am in main method will run, and then I am in static block will run.
Okay. Naresh, what will be the output? Output sequence.
Block will.
They're not calling since is that a static method, does it column not? That's one I'm confused. It is.
I think it's static block first. Yeah.
Yeah. So first, actually,
block will run first.
So this is how the execution happens. Everyone is in an impression that this is the main method which actually executes first. So Java treats any static block first. If any static block is there in program, then it will be executed first. Then any static method, right? Static or a class level method. Then any object creation happens, and then non-static method, right? So this is the flow of program. Now, if I do not have
a static block, right?
Yeah,
static not block. A static method you have written.
Static block, okay. Static block.
Okay.
Static block. This is a static block because I don't have any normal braces after this, right? So this is a starting of block and ending of the block with curly braces. And this is a static method. Main method is a static method.
If it's a static method, does it call?
Sorry,
We
what
should
is it?
explicitly call that method, I guess. If it
Which
is a
one?
static method,
Hmm.
if it is not a block,
Yeah, if it is a static method, then you have to call with class name. If any user-defined method is there.
okay.
Okay. And if any
Yeah.
interviewer asks, like, can you execute a main method without a static block? That also you can do. You will have to exit from this. Exit from main method. So if I do this and if I toggle this command, then 1 second, it is not taking. System.exit. It should work. Just give me a minute. Work. This code should work. Actually, not sure why it is not working. Whenever we are using this exit class of this exit method of system class, it actually exits from the current process. Right. So in interview, you can mention that, yeah, even without main method, you can run your program using a static block directly. Okay, this is just for your reference. I mean, it is never used in our Selenium programming. Okay. Next is I gave you one thing, right? What is the difference between equals to and double equal operator? Anyone checked on this? What is the difference between these two with regards to string comparison? If you have not checked, please check it today and we will discuss on this tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, sure.
Okay, Nitin.
All right. Coming to your now we had four basically we will talk about built-in methods, right? We talked about user-defined method. Now we will talk about built-in methods, right? So basically in Java actually comes with a lot of built-in methods, and those built-in methods can be broadly categorized into four categories. First are string type of methods, second is array type of method, third is number type, and four is character methods. Right. And one more thing before that, so we'll check with you. Let's say I have one method here. Static void main. What is this statement, guys? A string args and this. What is this?
Not sure anything.
Hmm.
It's array because that bracket is given.
Yeah, the square
Correct.
brackets, right?
Square brackets.
Hmm.
But don't know the proper definition or
Why we use this? Any idea? Why we are passing string type of array as argument?
To to pass any data to main method,
Hmm.
like any array of.
Hmm. So do one thing, guys. Just check on this also. Why we pass string type of array in as argument in main method. Okay, now what I'm trying to say here is, let's say I have one class. In that class, I have one method, right? So in earlier sessions, we have seen we can call that method within the same class only, right? But that is not the case. We can call the method from another class also, right? So I have one another class here, demo3, and I'm creating the object of my demo class here. And with that object, I'm calling the method present in demo class. So let me run this and see I am able to call the method present in demo class into demo3 class. Okay. So this is the this will be used quite frequently in Selenium, right? You are creating a method in one class and you are calling that method in another class. Or maybe
can you go to demo.java?
Yeah.
Void okay. And we are calling that
From demo3.
In demo 3. Okay.
So this is basically called as calling create and call the method. I mean, is as in call the method from another class. So here we have two types. First is internal use, and second is external use. Right. So in internal use,
Nitin, sorry to interrupt, but we haven't inherited the class, right? How did we use
it's in same package. It's in same package, so that's okay. And this is a public class, right? Public method.
Public method, yeah, got it. Okay.
And both need to have a main method again.
Yeah,
Both
main
classes.
method, because execution will start from main method. This class does not need to have main method. You can remove this because we don't have anything here, right? And we are not executing anything from here. But this method should have main method. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, this class is going to end, guys. So please join again. After, I mean, I am still having 4 minutes. Just wait. So create and basically call methods within same class. And in external use, we call methods from another class. Okay, what changes I will have to do in this method to get some output? Let's say I am passing some values here, int num1, comma int num2, and what I want this method to do some operations on num1 plus num2, and I want this method to return C. Instead of void, what I have to write here?
Integer.
Int.
Yeah.
Int, yeah. And from here, since I am this method needs 2 input, so I will have to pass 2 values here. Let's say 12, 9. Not here. 12, 9. And what I have to do to print this, Disha?
CISO.
CISO in this, right? And if I don't want CISO, where I can store the result of this method?
You can store the result in C.
Int C, okay. And then I can print integer here. Oh, C here, right?
Yeah.
And if I run this, then I'll get the addition of these 2 numbers. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is whenever you are calling the method, right? I'm calling the method from demo3 class. So my result of this method will be returned to this class only. And I will have to store that result in an integer variable because it is returning the integer value. And I need to print that directly. So only the calling method, only the calling class gets the result of the called method. Okay, it is actually returned here. And the result of this I am storing in C. It's clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.